The accusation hit Amara like a thunderclap. She felt her knees go weak as the crowd gathered around her, their eyes full of suspicion. Obi, who had been playing nearby, ran to her side, sensing something was terribly wrong. "Mother, what's happening?" Obi asked, his small voice trembling. Amara looked down at him, her heart breaking. She didn't know how to explain to him that she was being accused of something she hadn't done. The shame, the anger, the confusion, it was overwhelming. The crowd's whispers grew louder, and soon, the local police were called. Amara was arrested in front of her son. The shame she felt, not just for herself but for Obi, was unbearable. She tried to plead her innocence, but no one would listen. In that moment, her world seemed to collapse. At the police station, Amara was placed in a small, cold cell. She sat on the hard bench, tears streaming down her face. She could feel the weight of the injustice crushing her. Her thoughts swirled around Obi. How would he be able to live without her? Who would explain to him that his mother wasn't a criminal? Would the town forever see her as a thief? Hours passed, then days. Amara was denied bail. The trial was set, but the people of the town were already convinced of her guilt. The shame was unbearable. People who had once smiled at her now turned their backs. The world she had known was slipping away. But amidst the darkness, Amara found something. It was a quiet strength. She knew she had to fight, not just for herself, but for Obi. The trial day arrived, and the courtroom was packed. Mr. Okafor, now more convinced than ever of Amara's guilt, sat at the front. The prosecutor presented the case, and all the evidence seemed to point towards Amara. The missing wallet, the rumors, her proximity to the scene. It all seemed to align, and Amara could feel the walls closing in. But then, something unexpected happened. A woman named Nkechi, a vendor who had witnessed the entire event, stood up from the back of the room. She raised her hand, shaking, her voice barely above a whisper. "I saw it all," Nkechi said. Amara didn't take the wallet. It was someone else. The courtroom fell silent. Everyone turned to look at Nkechi, disbelief written on their faces. She went on to explain how she had seen someone else, a young man from the village, slip the wallet into Amara's stall when no one was looking. The crowd was stunned. The prosecutor quickly asked Nkechi to explain more. The truth was slowly coming out, and Amara felt her heart race. It felt like a dream, a painful dream that was finally turning into something better. The defense lawyer, seeing the shift in the trial, immediately called for the case to be dismissed. Mr. Okafor, realizing his mistake, looked embarrassed. The judge, after hearing Nkechi's testimony, called for a break to consider the new evidence. Story continues in the next part. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our videos. Bye.